Good evening, class. Today we are going to discuss polar form of a complex number, right? So first of all, polar form of a complex number in the last class we have also discussed z is equals to x plus iota y. Any complex number can be written as r cos theta plus iota sin theta. Now what is r and what is theta here? R is our magnitude of that number. Magnitude or modulus, both are same things. So r is our modulus of that complex number and theta is what? Theta is the argument of z. Now today we will discuss about theta, how theta we will calculate for each type of complex number. So first of all, see this diagram. This you all know that angles are divided in four quadrants. Angle from 0 to 360 are divided in four quadrants. First, which is from 0 to 90. Second, which is from 90 to 180. Third, which is from 180 to 270. And fourth, which is 270 to 360. Now you all know in first quadrant all the trigonometric ratios are positive. In second quadrant, sine and cos, we are just using sine and cos in polar form, so we are just talking about sine and cos only. So sine is positive in second quadrant and cos is negative. Sine is negative and cos is negative in third quadrant. Both are negative in third quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cos is positive and sine is negative. So now how we will calculate this theta, that we are going to discuss. If theta is from 0 to 90, that means our complex number is lying between in the first quadrant. Our complex number is lying in the first quadrant. Now you can see in first quadrant we are having positive real axis, positive real axis and positive imaginary axis. That means the number will be of the form x positive and y positive. If x positive, y positive, we will directly take our theta, because it will be from 0 to 90, we will take our direct theta. In the next quadrant, second quadrant, we are having angle from 0 to 180. 0 to 180. But our theta will be pi minus theta. Our theta will be here pi minus theta. In the second quadrant, numbers will be of the type, as you can see, real axis is negative, imaginary axis is positive. So numbers will be of the type minus 1 plus 3 iota. So like that, x will be negative and y will be positive. X will be negative and y will be positive, right? In the third quadrant, sine is negative, cos is negative. So whenever you get sine negative, cos negative, you will see that it will be third quadrant, and if it will be third quadrant, you have to take your theta as minus of pi minus theta, right? In the fourth quadrant, sine is negative, cos is positive. So when such situation will arise, you will take theta as minus of theta, nothing else. Now you will come to know more about this with the help of one example. So let us solve one example. They said represent z equals to 1 plus iota root 3 in polar form. So first you have to do is, your first step is, you have to put x equals to r cos theta, y is equals to r sin theta. So firstly, to put x equals to r cos theta and y equals to r sin theta, we have to get the x and y, right? So if x and y is, comparing z equals to 1 plus iota root 3 with the z equals to x plus iota y. So we get x equals to 1 and y equals to root 3. Now we need x equals to r cos theta and y equals to r sin theta. This is our major step. X equals to r cos theta, y equals to r sin theta. Now first of all, what is r? You all know modulus of number. You can find the modulus of number. You have x with you, y with you. You can put it, r will be equals to modulus of z equals to root of x square plus y square. So it will come as 2. Now modulus is 2. Now put the value of r there. You can put x, r, y and r. So you will get 1 equals to 2 cos theta, root 3 equals to 2 sin theta. So from here you will get cos equals to cos theta equals to 1 by 2, sin theta equals to root 3 by 2. Now here you can see cos is also positive, sine is also positive. So when such situation arise, you have to find the common solution for theta. And when such situation arise, you all know theta will lie in first quadrant. So you just have to directly take the value of theta. So you can see sine is root 3 by 2. That means it must be 60 degree. And in radians, we call 60 degree as pi by 3. We call 60 degree in radians as pi by 3. And similarly, cos 30 degree is actually what? Cos 30 degrees is actually 1 by 2. Cos 30 degree is 1 by, not 1 by 2, cos 30 is root 3 by 2. We have to get 1 by 2. So 1 by 2, you can see it is actually at 60 degree only. So if it is also at 60 degree, theta is 60 degree, satisfying in both the conditions. That means our theta is 60 degree, that is pi by 3. Pi by 3. Now you all will get to know about this pi by 3 in the third chapter trigonometric, that next we are going to start. How radians will get converted into degrees, or degrees will get converted into radians. So till now you can know that 0 will be in radians 0 as well. 0 degree will be equals to 0 radians. 30 degree will be equals to pi by 6 radians. 30 degree will be equals to pi by 6 radians. 45 degree will be equals to pi by 4 radians. 45 degree will be equals to pi by 4 radians. 60 degree will be equals to pi by 3 radians. 60 degree will be equals to pi by 3 radians. And 90 degree will be equals to pi by 2 radians. 90 degree will be pi by 2 radians. So this you must know, right, to get the value. So now as theta you got as 60 degree, so your theta will be what? Theta will be pi by 3. So if you got your theta, you got your r as well. Just put it in general form, that says z will be equals to r cos theta plus iota sin theta, in this form, right? So you will get z will be equals to r, which is 2, cos theta, theta is pi by 3, cos pi by 3 plus iota sin pi by 3. So this is your polar form of the number 1 plus iota root 3. Next, one more example based on this only with the help of polar form, right? So polar form says convert z equals to -1 minus iota in polar form. So same you have to do is x equals to r cos theta, y equals to r sin theta. By comparing, you will get x is equals to -1, y is also equals to -1. So you will get -1 equals to r cos theta, -1 equals to r sin theta. Now you got both r cos theta equals to -1, r sin theta equals to -1. R you have to find. R you can find, that is magnitude of that number, which will be root of -1 square plus -1 square, which will be root of 1 plus 1, which will be root of 2. You got your r is root 2. Substituting the value of r in the both the equations. So you will get -1 equals to root 2 cos theta, -1 equals to root 2 sin theta. So now if it is -1 root 2 cos theta, -1 equals to root 2 sin theta. So you will get cos theta equals to -1 by root 2, and sin theta will also be equals to -1 by root 2. As you can see here, both sin and cos are negative. Such situation arise in what? In the third quadrant. And in third quadrant, you all know argument will be what? Minus of pi minus theta. Minus of pi minus theta. Now you have to see is sine will be 1 by root 2. When sine is 1 by root 2? At 45. Cos is also at 45. So 45 in radians means pi by 4. So if it means pi by 4, so our argument will be negative of pi minus theta, which will be negative of pi minus pi by 4. So it will be negative of 3 pi by 4. So you got your theta, you got your r. So substitute the value of theta and r in polar form, that is r cos theta plus iota sin theta. So you will get, here it will be not 2, it will be what? It will be root 2. It is by mistake. So it will be root 2 cos minus 3 pi by 4 plus iota sine of minus 3 pi by 4. So this will be your polar form for the number -1 minus iota. Now moving to our next topic, which is quadratic equations. So you all know in the 10th class you all had discussed one formula for the roots of quadratic equation, that is discriminant method, right? In the discriminant method you all said that when the discriminant is less than 0, non-real roots will exist. Now in the complex numbers you have seen non-real numbers which are complex numbers. So when d is less than 0, then root will be non-real, that is complex numbers. So how we will find that roots, that we will discuss in this topic. This is a very simple topic, so just see it very carefully, you will get to know about it. So they said when the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 is non-real. We said that in 10th class. Now we will say it will be complex. So it will be complex when b square minus 4ac, that is our discriminant, will be less than 0. So now how to find such solutions, such roots, now we will do. Now they said solve x square plus 2 equals to 0. If x square plus 2 is equals to 0, x square will be equals to minus 2. So taking the root on both sides, so we will get x will be equals to plus minus root of minus 2. Now you all know how to find the root of negative numbers. So it will be plus minus root of minus 1 into 2. So it will be plus minus root of minus 1 into root 2. So you all know root of minus 1 is what? Actually it is iota. So you will get plus minus root 2 iota. So x will be what? X will be plus minus root 2 iota. So this is your complex root of the equation x square plus 2 equals to 0. But you can see by using the 10th class methods, you can't find the solutions of this equation, quadratic equation, right? So in that case you said it will be non-real roots. So non-real, that means complex. So you found now what will be the roots of this equation. So one last question based on this quadratic equations. They said solve root 5 x square plus x plus root 5 equals to 0. Now solve this equation with the help of discriminant method. You will get x will be equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. A is your root 5, b is your 1, c is your root 5. By comparing it to the ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So a will be, so now substituting the value of a, b, c in the discriminant formula. So you will get x equals to minus 1 plus minus root of 1 minus 4 times root 5 into root 5. So you will get minus 1 plus minus root of 1 minus 4 into 5. Root 5 into root 5 will be 5. So it will be 1 minus 4 into 5. So you will get what? Minus 1 plus minus root of 1 minus 20 by 2 root 5, which is 2a, right? So you will get minus 1 plus minus root 19 by 2 root 5. And you all know when you have to take negative out of the root, you have to put iota. So it will be minus 1 plus minus root 19 iota by 2 root 5. So this is your answer. This is your final answer for the solutions or roots of this quadratic equation, root 5 x square plus x plus root 5 equals to 0. So this was the topic which was the end of the complex numbers. So we will discuss more problems on this complex numbers as well as on the polar form in the class. Thank you and we'll meet you in the class.